Yes, lads, welcome back to another video on the channel. So, EA have done this thing, right? And this is going to entice people to play Weekend League because I think a lot of people, here we go, so win 10 matches with the league to earn a pick player containing 1 to 3 FUT champ players on Team of the Week 16, right? You've got to win 10 Weekend Leagues and you've got to win 16, you've got to win 22. Obviously, you get 1 out of 5, so you get, obviously, the better you get, the more wins you get. Now, a lot of people are going to do this 10 wins, right? A lot of people can probably get to 16. I can imagine this expires in 5 days. You've only got this week to do it. And I think they're just trying to push people with the whole lockdown and that. A lot of people are just playing Weekend League anyway because they've got nothing else to do. So why not just do something right in your time? Maybe just come in the morning, a few hours in the morning, just get the silver 1 or gold 3, whatever you do. I normally just go to gold 3, but I think they're trying to push people to play FUT champs. Now, this will push people to play FUT champs, which people are then going to go and buy teams. And the kind of players you want to be looking at, I'm going to show you now, that always increase in value. So you want to be going on the web app, right? Not the web app, on Futbin. You just want to be looking at players, right? So Varane's probably a good one, right? I mean, you've got Varane, you've got Mendy, things like that. All these players are probably going to rise up a little bit. And I say Mendy, Varane, even Joe Gomez. You get them at the right price, they're probably going to go up a few K. Like Joe Gomez and Mendy, not too much, but if you get them at the right price, you'll probably make some money. But let's have a look at a Varane, right? A Varane is sitting at, it says 125k, 128k, sitting about 128k, right? If we come over to this, let's with me on this, are with me. Varane's price 160 on PlayStation, 125 Xbox. All you need to do is just kind of look at a daily graph to where he's at, right? So the 7th of Jan, he was 153. He drops down, right? This week he's 120k, and then he looks like it's 122. He has done this, look, he goes down to 139. He rises up to 181. I think a good price for this card will be about 120k. So at the moment, I wouldn't be buying one for 125. I would be looking at about 120k. Anything lower than that, you might see that tonight. Another one is going to be Sanchez. This informed Sanchez here, because I mean this card is just OP, right? I mean he's still 240k on PlayStation, 176 on Xbox. Now, as you're looking at his graph, at about 170, I mean about 165, I'd say that's a good card. It does look like he's on the rise. Now you need to look at you need a player that's up and down like this, up and down, up and down. On a low end, this card's about 150 to 155, and it doesn't stay there long, right? It goes to 100 143, pops up, and this card just gets more and more value. So here, last Friday at 194k. This might actually be a good buy now, just because I think people, I mean, he links with a lot of good people, right? He links with Mbappe, he links with the likes of, you know, Bernardo Silva, Ronaldo. There's a lot of cards he links with, so that is a good card you can look at. I think he's going to be solid. Players like, so we had a scene of Robin, right, the SPC, and I think that's still here for a couple of days. It expires when? It expires the 15th, I can even see that then. Yeah, the 15th, so that's got 2 more days on it. And then you've also got, I forgot his name now, but if you go to new players, it'll be here. And we've also got this card here, right, that Kleber, right? He's expired now, but I think a lot of people have done this card, right? I think a lot of people done it just because he was already good at an 85. There wasn't really any risk. A lot of people done Robin and they thought they're going to do him. So people like Van Dijk, I think, is one that's going to go up, and he's probably gone up a little bit anyway, just because there is links there. So you've got, he went up to 2. That Cable come out on Wednesday, I believe, or somewhere around here, and he went up to 226, and now he's down 197, and he's sticking at 200k. Now there's not a lot on the market, right? So the best time to buy is in the evening time. So if you see this for about 195, 194k, I think that's a good buy. I mean, at 200k, it's only 10k tax. This has potential to go to 215, 216. Now, if you're buying this card, I'll do it on here quickly just so I know the exact tax. If you're buying this card for, let's say, 195k, and you sell him for 215, which is quite plausible he can go up to, you'll make 9,250 coins a card, which ain't bad. You buy, let's say you buy 10 of them, you're gonna make 90k. That's if you sell him, right? I'm not saying this price is gonna go up, it's just someone you can look into. And then you've got someone like Wijnaldum. I think Wijnaldum's going to go up a little bit. Well, I don't think he's going to go up a little bit. I think he's got potential to go up. So he's down at 24. I think he's already had his peak at 34. Now he's down to 25 and he's down to 24. I think on Friday, I think you're going to see this because when cards come onto the market and they link, honestly, it's mental. Like, a lot of these cards go up in value. Now, I know with Robin and I know the right back and Robin, there's a strong link there. So you don't even need chemistry on him, really. I mean, they have 10 chem because they're from the same league, same nationality. Don't really need to link them too much, depending on your formation. But all you want to do is popular players, right? So like a Neymar could rise, but I don't think he's going to rise too much where you can make tax on it. As you've seen, he's just downtrending. He may go up 20, 30k here and there. Like, he may go up to 570. Not enough. It's not enough for profit. So players like that I would stay well away from. I'd stay with the players like, let's have a look at Mendy, for instance, right? He is 22k, right? Now, as you can see, up and down, up and down, up and down, but he is going down overall. That's just because the game's out. He's getting packed more. And not only that, a lot of people have him untradeable now, right? He's not really that hard to pack anymore. So 27k and he drops down to 20k. After being 22k, goes to 30k, goes down to 25k, back up to 27. That's not a lot of tax in it, right? That's where you can probably make. So if you can get this car for 20k, I'd say that's probably a good buy at 20k. Anything under 20k, I think you'll be solid. On PlayStation, I haven't looked at the PlayStation price. And let's go and have a look at the PlayStation price. And I could probably give you some 38k. Drops down to like 32. It's back up to like 40. Goes to 37. Goes to 39. 30k here. I reckon anything under 28k on him on PlayStation is a good buy. No, I think you could potentially get him for about 30. Selling for 35. If you're selling for 35, I mean, you could probably get him for like 31, 30. But this is just my opinion. You've got to probably look into this and think, you know, ask yourself, like, are you going to be playing weekend league this weekend just for that extra player pick, or are you just not going to bother? I think a lot of people are going to. A lot of people get manipulated into doing it, and that's what they're kind of doing. So if we go and have a look at Joe Gomez now, Joe Gomez is down a ton. I think a lot of people got that wrong. I think a lot of people have him anyway. So this is a card again that you might not see. I mean, this card did. He was cheaper than this. He was like 15k at one point. I know that because I looked at him. Yeah, as you can see, at 15k. Rise up to 16. Is now up to 17. After rewards, this card is going to get packed a bunch, and that. And Varane just got bought for 127 on my screen as well. So I do think this card may rise up a little bit more because there's a lot of people that still haven't got that card. That is only 17k, may rise up to 18, 19, 20k. It's quite plausible. Getting for the right price, I think. Go back and have a look at him actually. On PlayStation, I think on PlayStation anything under like 15, 15 or maybe 15.5k would be good. And the same on Xbox, I think. You go to 15, you're probably sniping for under 15k, and I think you're on rewards then. I think that won't be so bad. How to find these players, right, is you want to be looking at SBCs that have come out that people probably went and done. So like, I don't think people have gone and done this Santos. I just don't think it's. I mean, it's a good card, right, but it's not. I mean, it's January, right? We've got cards like this for 70 something k. We've got cards like this. It's probably all negative, I can imagine, right? Yeah, I mean, I say it's all negative. I'm not going to go through them. Where's the likes ratio? It's got a few dislikes, but it's got a lot of likes. I don't think that many people went and done that card. Then you've got Rashford. Rashford's always one that's going to rise up a little bit. So as you can see, dips down to 68. Friday comes around. So you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's up a little bit, and then he goes up to 84k, and then he obviously Wednesday, Thursday, he just comes down. He's up to 57k. He's now up to 60. This card potentially got up to about 65, 70. It's quite easily done with a card like this because it is a very good card, a very usable card still. I just want to be looking at these like Lozano's, right? You've got probably Inform Lozano that will do well. Let's have a look if he's gone up. I think he's gone up a tad, you know, 47, 42, 47. So yeah, he's about 42 up to 47. He could rise a little bit more. You've got so many of them, right? So like the 85 one I think will do well. 83 one's the cheap alternative, but I do think if the 83 one does well, it's going to push the 85 one up, and it'll push the 85 one up a lot. There's going to be it's going to be a limited supply of these cards, and you've got the 86, that's a bomb, and then obviously you've got this Lozano here that is capped at 600k still, which I don't know why. I don't know why it's capped at 600k because it was extinct for ages. That's what I think is going to happen this weekend. Kante's a good call as well. This is, you want to be looking at people that you always come up against, right? 162k is down to 163. This is a card that you could actually probably jump on. It was 180 something k not long ago. Now it's down to 163. I don't think there's been many CDMs or centre mids that have come out that has actually, as holding, like, as in CDMs that have come out. I mean, you've got icons, right? So you want to go to like Dutch icons. So you've got right guard that might do all right. Gonna have a look at right guard. You've got a CDM right guard. I know this card. Yeah, this card fluctuates a lot, right? It fluctuates a lot. I mean, he was like 328, and this obviously when the Robin SBC come out, and then he's dropped down to 240. So, in all honesty, I don't think that's a good price for him. I just don't think that's a good price for him at the moment. I mean, like I mean, he's only going to get cheaper as the game goes on as well. So I will be careful if you're getting that card. And then this card here, obviously, I think is a, yeah, I think he's in squad battles, right? So maybe 815. What is he now? Yeah. Maybe not. But just look into like some. I mean, some cards that link the SBCs that people have done now. I know like Malin, people have went and probably done. I mean, I've done Malin, Kaber, and I've done Robin, right? That's kind of the links out. I know Pogba is everywhere, right? You see Pogba absolutely everywhere. Sitting at 85k, it's down to 68. That's 67. I think this card's good. If there's a bit of panic on him later and he drops down to under 60k on the weekend, I think he's going to do alright. He played well yesterday for United, so he could be quite good. But don't go and rational buy these cards, right? I think the ones you want to be looking at are your Varans. I think they'd be good to do at a good price for Varane. I think you should watch this card. I think that's going to go up. You got people like you need to link these cards, right? So you got Courtois. I know Courtois might be good, right, because he's got the strong link to him. So he's 55k at the moment after being 5. I mean, he can go down to like 50k on some hours. So 50k, that's not bad. It's only 2.5k. You're probably looking at like what 3k or something, 2.5, maybe 3k max on that. So if you go 50k instead of 55, probably make like 2k profit or something. Have a look. 55, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you'll probably make 2,250 back if you're selling 55, buying him for 50. That's not bad on the card, and he's always got that potential to go up to like 57. Van der Sar, I see everywhere, right? And it's the 87 Van der Sar that I see now. I know he's an SBC, or he was an SBC. Sitting at 365k. Now, honestly, well, I'll say it with you guys as well. You want to be looking at people that you always see. That's a really good trick. So, like, he went up. Obviously, you're seeing these spikes with Dutch players just because of the SBCs of Kaber and Malin, right, and Robin. That's what you're seeing them from, right? These spikes. But he's sitting at about 330, and now he's what 365. So that's not a good buy. You want to see where he was kind of before the SBC come out. So it was the 8th he come out, right? So you want to be about 400k that card. That's it at 469. That's quite steep considering look how low he was, and he just hasn't come down yet. So stay away from cards like that because they're only going to go down. And then Mbele's a good one as well. Mbele's a card that has always got potential of going up. I play this card still, and he's awesome still. It's ridiculous how good this card is. He's 7.2. I mean, you can probably get this card for like 6.5, maybe 6.4 after rewards because he'll be getting packed a lot. Maybe like 5.5, 5.4k on PlayStation and then sell him. And if you buy a bunch of these cards for like, let's say 5.4, 5.3 and he doesn't go up, honestly, there'll be a stage where he does go up. As you can see here, like, he just chills at like 4 or 5k and he just bangs straight up to 10k. They always do something to make these kind of cards relevant. So 7.2k, just because this card's sitting at 4k and everyone goes and buys them, and then bang, it's up to 10k. People then sell them, or they go and buy them for 9.5k, so need to use them, and then boom, people lose their coins. A lot of coins come off the market, so Xbox, you can get this card for about 6.5, maybe under 6k, right? I mean, depending on where its price is tonight. I mean, as you can see the time down here, look, it's Wednesday, 13th of Jan. It's like 1:30, so be interesting to see if this card sits at like 6.8, 6.7. I mean, I'll be looking to get about 6k, 5.8. Depends on where it hits tonight. PlayStation, you're looking at definitely under 6k, probably like 5.3, maybe 5k. That's just going to be it for the video, lads. I hope this helped you in some way, and kind of, and see Varane got bought there for 127. See if these got bought. But yeah, these are the kind of cards you want to be looking at. Now, as you can see, it drops down to 124 here now, right? So this is kind of what you're seeing when the market gets more busier. There's more cards coming onto the market, which you kind of see price. So Varane could hit 118 later. If he hits 118, I might be inclined just to buy him because this card's going to be relevant for a while, right? 121 there, not the best. I mean, that couple of K, I mean, he's already sold, right? But that couple of K, like, if you're getting it for 120 and you get it for 108, that's 2K profit more you can make on a card. So, I mean, that 2K could hit you, you know, if he, let's say if he doesn't go up as much as you think, at least you've got 2K leeway instead of, you know, like, just making the cut or even losing profits. So you want to get them for the cheapest as you can, whether that's a snipe, that's a bid, whatever it is. But that is going to be it for the video, guys. Oh, and we'll just talk about this card here, right? This card's probably going to fly. This card's sitting at like 800k, I think. Not so long ago. Let's have a look at. Sorry, what am I doing there? Have a look at a mil. Yeah, he's gone up 100k since. And this card will probably hit over a mil. I can only imagine, because I think Real Madrid always worm their way through to at least a couple of rounds now, don't they? They've gone through, so at least 1 or 2 more rounds there go through. So this card's going to definitely hit a 90. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video, guys. If this helped you in any way, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.